With millions of stitches, this group has brought communities together for more than 15 years.
At the beginning it was refugees we used to knit for. You know, we used to do all these striped jumpers and things like that, but now it's quite a different stuff that we do.
From refugees to premature babies and lots more beyond, they've brought comfort in the form of clothing.
We all enjoy knitting and crocheting at home, but it's so good to know that somebody can get the use of all the things we make. You know, the babies and the refugees, and after lockdown we were so glad to hear that we could donate them again.
But the group is about much more than the clicking of needles. They all know the power of getting together for a good yarn.
I'm quite happy, yes. I like coming out to the knitting. I used to live out in the country, and when I retired, I came, well, I had old things to bring that I brought up to the museum, but the museum were too busy to deal with them. So they said, sit among the knitting people until we're ready. So that's how I discovered the knitting group.
And they never let you leave after?
No, I haven't thought of leaving at all.
It's definitely about the company. And a one afternoon a week when people can come out and be together, it's really good.
It's great just for to come, and when we have our cup of tea and our biscuit and a bit of blether, and mind you, sometimes not a lot of work gets done because of that busy talking.
Having the knitting group in here just brings the museum to life, and that's absolutely fabulous. And it's just listening to the ladies having a chat and enjoying each other's company and supporting each other, which is just absolutely brilliant. And at the same time, they're doing all this wonderful knitting that's actually going out and being useful in the community again.
The council says the group is an example for others to follow in combating isolation. It's created friendships which have been important this year when they couldn't meet in person.
I mean, as chairman of the Communities Committee, we primarily work with community groups all over the region, and it's been an absolute focus of this administration that we engage fully with local communities, local people, and get their views, take them on board. And as I say, it's just exactly little groups like this that have been the cornerstone for the relief work during the pandemic.
It may be some time before the knitting group gets back together in one room, but in the meantime they're getting through record amounts of wool. Any going spare can be donated at the museum, and you can view their work there throughout the festive period. Bruce Mackenzie, ITV News at Dumfries Museum.